we doing, everybody? It's JP, and I wanted to take a few minutes today and talk about this amazing illustration here I got. I got this from Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, which is a very successful entrepreneur. He's the author of a famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and this is what the cash flow quadrant looks like. So I wanted to take a few minutes and go over what these different letters mean. Mr. Kiyosaki says the E is for an employee. Basically, what this means is there's 4 different types of people. E being an employee, somebody that works for somebody, works really hard, 40 hours a week. And we move down to the S, which that's going to be your small business, or somebody who specializes, like a doctor, a computer technician. Any specialized field is going to be in the S. The B quadrant is going to be for a big business, and that's when you have 500 employees or more working for you. The Fortune 500 businesses. We're talking about like Bill Gates, Apple, big businesses. And then the I is going to be for your investors. And what he talks about is Poor Dad would be over here. So I know Rich Dad is right there, but this is going to be Poor Dad. Now, a poor dad's going to be telling their son or their daughter, go to school, work hard, find a good job, and be an employee for somebody, work really hard. And it's almost impossible to become rich if you're always going to be an employee for somebody, so that's something to keep in mind. And then also, like the poor mom or poor dad's also going to tell their son or daughter, go to school, stay in school for 6-8 years, specialize in something, and with the S, you're going to rack up, a lot of overhead costs, your tuition costs. S is also for small business owners. This could be like a mom and pop sub shop. One person's running the whole game. That's going to be your small business. Once again, it's really hard to become rich or have any type of time freedom with being a small business owner, because you're just depending on yourself for the most part. So now Rich Dad, on the other hand, Rich Dad's values is to teach us to be a business owner, a big business owner, an entrepreneur. And me, myself, I'm in direct sales, and I understand that direct sales, I'm going to work really hard for a few years, but it's going to be a passive income, which means that I can work hard for 5 years, but then for the rest of my life, I'm going to have a residual income coming in and create a big organization. So this is going to be your business builders. These people here are going to become wealthy, are going to be rich. So yeah, your Rich Dad is telling you to be a big business builder and an investor. By investing, just think of the game Monopoly. You can invest in properties, you got real estate, you got stocks. But in order to start investment, another downside with investing is it could crash at any time. So, the stock market fluctuates up and down. So investment is really good if you have the money. But to get there, you want to have a business, an organization already built, so it backs your investments. So these two people over here, the employees and this small business, will never have what the business builders and the investors are looking for, and that's going to be to own your own life. And most important, these people over here are looking for freedom. And that's something that you will never have working 40 hours for 40 years of your life. Small business builder, probably putting in more hours because it's their own business, and working again, 40 plus years. And big business is you build a business and you build a team, you count on them, they count on you, and build an empire. Build a legacy for yourself, for your family, and you know, this is something that caught my eye when I seen, and it's something that has changed my way of my perspective of things, and you know, I mean, I do not want to be an employee my whole life. You know, I don't want to own some small business that is pretty much going to give me, you know, the food on the table, maybe a comfortable lifestyle, but it's never going to give me freedom. You know, I myself, I'm looking to build an organization that's going to allow me to have time freedom with my family, my friends. You know, I like to travel, so that's it for today, guys. I wanted to show everybody this. If you have any questions, you know, please feel free to contact me. Once again, the book I got this from was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a really smart man, and it's something that I encourage everybody to. If you fall in the employee category or maybe a small business, start looking at ways that you could create a big business and have your financial freedom. So, thank you guys.